What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the fight table. Here we are again today with the computer on board.
Hey, you know what, man? For there not being a big fight or a big card this week, we had a couple pretty good, entertaining fights.
Mm-hmm.
In the
are you?
me
Nah,
in the in the boxing world, man, we had a up and coming star. Why don't you tell us about that?
So, Mr. Jesse Rodriquez, who goes by the nickname of Bam, who is 16-0 right now with 11 knockouts. He's undefeated. Okay, he's undefeated, and he just had a fight with I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name.
The guy he fought?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Soul or something like that. But he beat him TKO 8th round stoppage.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say, Jesse Rodriguez looks he looks pretty flashy, man. Pretty good,
huh?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
He has real good footwork. He knows how to work the angles. The guy he was fighting, man, he really couldn't figure him out, man, because he moved too much. He wasn't wasn't an easy target to hit. So it seemed like from the beginning, man, that that guy had trouble trying to, what do you call it? How does it say?
He just couldn't get set up to land a big shot and land a power punch.
Because he was all over the place, man.
Yeah,
he just doesn't stop moving. First of all, that takes a lot of energy, man.
Real shifty.
Yeah.
Real shifty.
He has his hands up. He's angling. He hits. He moves. He kind of looks like Lomachenko a little bit.
Yeah.
With a little bit of Lopez. So let's see,
it's
man.
A good mix.
Yeah, that's a pretty good mix. Because those angles, man, that's really what helps you out.
His angles and his striking look real fluent, real crisp.
Yep, real sharp. So he looks real good.
Yeah, something to keep an eye on, man, because before this, I really didn't see anything of him.
Yeah. And he's real young. He's 22 years old. He's got a lot of fight in him left.
I saw Shakur Stevenson. He tweeted, and he said that give him a couple years, he'll be ready for the monster, which is Inoue. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. that's tough. I mean, he's extremely young, so he's still got a lot of fights.
Inoue is old, isn't he? Like in his 30s already?
Inoue is in his 30s.
Almost on his way out, man. Really?
He's in his 30s, yeah. He doesn't have a lot of fights under his belt. Mm-hmm. Professional fights. Yeah. He's 23,
So they may not fight, man, because he might be out of there before they do.
Yeah, I doubt it. And then who knows if Rodriguez is even ready to go up to bantamweight. But right now, I mean, he just made a name for himself.
Yeah. He looks real good. He really moves a lot. And with he's Hispanic. Let me see.
Some kind of Hispanic.
Yeah, because his name is Jesse James Rodriguez Franco.
He's fights out of the United States. He's from San Antonio. What, you want, like, his background check and shit?
He's Hispanic, right?
Yeah, man, it's Rodriguez.
Yeah, but hold on, man, because there's Filipinos with Hispanic names.
Well, he's not Filipino.
We don't know that until we figure it out. But for Hispanics, you don't see a lot of Hispanics that fight that way. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, real shifty like that, yeah.
So he looks pretty good, man, and hopefully he can give some Hispanics a reason to
he's the new
watch
breed.
Boxing. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Real little, though, man.
He is little. What is it, 115, right?
115. He fights at 115.
That's tiny. That's like what my left leg weighs,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
If he's able to move up and
I shit out turds bigger than that.
if he's able to move up and make a name for himself, man, that'd be real interesting to see.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Because bantamweight, and then you got super bantamweight where Stephen Fulton is.
He smokes him. Oh.
Then you got featherweight. It's only 10 pounds more. Super featherweight.
But I really don't think he would have moved that much up, man. Because when they're that little, man, they have a lot of disadvantage when they go up.
Yeah.
Height, reach, So he'll probably be able to move like maybe 2-3 weight classes, and he'll be okay there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he looks real good, real sharp. You guys should check him out. He goes by Bam Rodriguez. He's, like I said, he works the angles. He's got pretty good speed, pretty good power.
Good footwork.
Yeah, he moves a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
good, clean, crisp punches.
Mm-hmm.
That's entertaining, dude.
And it looks like he doesn't get tired either, man. Because the way you got to move like that, you got to have a real good stamina. Yep.
Yeah. Whenever you move like that, man, and whenever you strike like that, it's real entertaining, man. It makes somebody that like.
And after a while, man, when you're getting hit like that, you get worn out, man. And eventually you're gonna go down,
Yeah. There's nothing you can do.
Because like Lomachenko, a lot of people didn't think he had power, man, but a lot of his fights he stopped. There's stoppages, Because
when you take punches like that, man,
they overwhelm you, dude. After a while, it adds up.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. So hopefully we can see him in some wars, or somebody that can challenge him a bit once he gets to that level, and see where he goes from there. But he looks really good.
Really, really good. I like that fight. That was a pretty good fight. And whenever I was saying, like, whenever they strike like that, whenever they move like that, man, it makes boxing real entertaining. And whenever you have somebody that boxing is boring and all that, and
you gotta watch the right fights.
Yeah, you just gotta write and the more you watch boxing, the better it looks. Then you catch certain things that you respect because like you understand how impossible it is to do like that. And,
I've always said. Remember I told you that I think that boxing to me looks very pretty because like it looks it's like an art, man. Like it just looks real good. Like
Technique
the way they punch, the way they move, the way they slip, and all that shit. That shit looks clean as hell. You know, you don't see that in MMA really. You know, so this is the difference between MMA and boxing, how it looks. But MMA's a war though. There's a damn war.
Yeah.
If you want to see fucking blood, you watch MMA.
Yeah. But what else happened for me?
Hold on, man. I want to bring something up, man. Since the news is already out. You know, Canelo versus Triple G3. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Just because it's in September, you know. But since Canelo lost, I think he's gonna go in there with vengeance because he wants to show the world that he's still dangerous, he's still the top dog, and he wants to make Triple G an example. That's what I think is gonna happen, man. I think he's gonna go in there and try to knock out Triple G. And really try to knock him out because he just lost. So a lot of people, he went down a lot in the pound for pound rankings, man. I don't think that's fair.
I don't think it's fair either because he tested himself, and that's the whole point of the pound for pound rankings.
But he went down from was he 1, 2 sometimes, you know, all the way down to 4, I think.
Yeah.
Well, this is on ESPN's list though, but
yeah, it's real. Pound for pound was created just based off skill set. You know, it's not supposed to be, you know, like just off your wins and stuff like that. And because some people test themselves certain ways and some people don't. Yep. And some people stay in the same weight class. And I think him losing, going up to another weight class, shouldn't define pound for pound anything. Yeah. Because like if you're, you know, Earl Spence and you move up to heavyweight or cruiserweight or something like that, you know, you lose. It shouldn't diminish your skills or anything like that.
Because nobody in his weight class is going to beat him. And if they do, they're not going to do it with ease like Bivol did. There's a big difference, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like Triple G is also going to try to go out with a bang, man. So he might be ready to come to war, you know? Yeah, sure. For sure he's cashing out, you know? Mm-hmm. But I feel like he wants to go out with a bang. If this is going to be his last fight, which I feel it should be because he is old.
Yeah, I think he's cashing in. I think this is his last fight.
So, but I feel like he's going to try to, you know, bring the smoke this time, you know? He does it every time, but I think he's going to do it harder this time, you know? Because imagine if Canelo loses or he gets knocked out, dude.
That might be it.
Yeah.
We might be talking about, like, he would have to build up his reputation again, and at this age, I don't think he could. Yeah, because
he has a lot to lose against Triple G if he loses because he's older.
He does have a lot to lose.
He got beat up by an old man, got knocked out by an old man, lost to an old man.
And Triple G's nobody.
Yeah, he still has his power, you know. That's always going to be dangerous.
He looked good against Murata.
Yeah, he was real good shape, too. That's the first time you ever seen him shredded like that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked real good.
But I do think you're right, and I think Canelo is in there with a vengeance, man, and I think Canelo stops it. Because,
I think so, too,
you know, to this day, people still argue the first fight of Triple G and even the second fight.
They say it was a draw. They said the first fight, Triple G won. Second fight was actually was a draw, so they don't give Canelo credit, you know?
So, yeah. And I don't think unless Canelo does get a finish or a dominant win,
don't ever put that to rest.
I don't think they'll put that to rest ever. Because if it's a close fight again, man, everybody's I think it hurts Canelo more than it does helps him.
Because everybody else says that, he's lost. He lost to him. They say he already has 2 losses. He's been having 2 losses before the Bivol fight, and then when they talk about his losses, they say he has 3 losses actually. But personally, me, I feel like, let's not get into that. But
no, say it. Oh, you think he won the first fight?
Yeah, I feel like he won the first fight and the second fight, because in the first fight, I don't think. Well, I take that back because fucking, what do you call it? Devin Haney won a fight with nothing but fucking jabs against Kambosos, you know? Yeah. But this, I feel like something's gonna happen. It's gonna be fireworks for this fight.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah.
That face-off was intense. They already did like a little face-off, and it was intense.
It looks serious.
and English-speaking Canelo is hilarious, dude. Yeah. What did he say? He said everybody thinks this guy's a nice guy.
Yeah. He said, but off camera, he's what did he say?
He's an asshole.
Yeah, he said something like that. But it's gonna be a good fight, man. And I don't know. I'm kind of excited for it, but not really, because I really didn't want to see a third fight. Right. I rather seen the rematch with Bivol, but
which we still might have. We still might get.
Yeah, but we'll see how that goes. Anything else on this fight?
Canelo Triple G? Nah, not really. I think I'm good.
The rematch was activated. Rematch clause with Kambosos and Haney.
Devin Haney. We covered that.
Did we?
I think we covered that last episode. Yeah.
Damn, what was that? Hospital.
Were you?
Nah.
No, we covered that.
Did we?
The UFC.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. So.
Let us know what's going on.
There was a couple fights. There was a UFC fight night. It was in Vegas. It was in the Apex Center. The main event was Arman Sarukin, and he was fighting. I don't know his first name, but Gamrot is his last name.
Mm-hmm.
And Gamrot's no joke either. I believe he's now he's 21 and 1.
21. Yeah, that's pretty good.
You know, and good wrestling and all that. It was really everybody was excited for this kind of matchup because Arman is an up and coming star, and he went to war with Islam Makhachev. People think he won that fight. He went to I believe a split decision. He went to a 5-round war, and Makhachev usually finishes everybody. But
that's his one loss.
Yeah, he has 2 losses. One in I guess when he first started professionally, one loss in the UFC, which was Islam.
Okay.
And they were both real young. They're both still really young because Sarukin's 25 years old.
So, but this is another loss he just has now.
Yeah, this is another loss.
Third loss, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Which, in the UFC is not big of a deal.
Yeah, because a lot of fighters have 7. That's normal. 7 losses.
Yeah.
Because think about it, everybody's fucking.
And it's different
high
matches,
level
man.
now, yeah.
Styles make matches, especially in the UFC.
Unless you're John Jones,
Yeah. Anyway, did they fight at a lightweight? Sarukin was ranked number 11. Gamrot was ranked 12.
Perfect. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it went to a unanimous decision win for Gamrot. And a lot of people think that the judges screwed this one again because they gave the first 2 rounds to Sarukin and then they gave the last 3 to Gamrot. And I watched it when I saw it, and then I watched it again, and it looks like the judges have to be giving some kind of scoring to wrestling and control time, even though there's no strikes landed and there's no takedowns, landed. They have to be given some kind of points for control time, and to me that doesn't make sense because if you do more damage and then nothing happens while you're controlling somebody, I don't see where you're scoring points. Mm-hmm. And they do still use the boxing 10-point system, which is real weird because you're not boxing, you're wrestling, especially in a match like this where you're purely wrestling and some leg kicks and stuff like that. But it's real weird, man. I don't know.
But Dana White always says, never leave it into the hands of the judges.
Never leave it in the hands of the judges. But lately, it's becoming a problem.
But
seems like every card.
Either they don't pay attention, and when they do look up, maybe it's they see the other guy dominating the other guy, and then they're like, oh well, that could be it, man. Just sorry judges, man. That's it. They don't see the same fight, Man.
But either way, I don't think it hurts Sarukin, the loss. I don't think it hurts it at all. They probably flip when Gamrot goes to 12, or he might go up and Sarukin still go up,
Or he might drop.
In the lightweight division, dude, it's real loaded. It's real steep. You have Islam at number 4, Gaethje at 3, Poirier at 2, Oliveira as the champ, or not really champ, but unclaimed champ. But
he has to fight for the belt, right?
Yeah, his next fight.
Is it against Holloway?
No.
I thought they were having another
Holloway's
fight.
fighting Volkanovski.
Oh, again?
Next week. Yes. 3rd time.
Oh, yeah, we talked about it a long time ago. Huh?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's crazy, man. Then they made the fight. Yeah. We talked about it. But back to Sarukin, man. Still up-and-coming star. Still 25 years old. Still really good. Really, really good. And his skills are there. It's a couple little things that he can work on. And
he needs to work on striking.
Yeah, for sure. His
striking doesn't look that great, man. I think it really what helps him out a lot is his wrestling and his strength, man, because he's fucking huge.
And I think that's what Gamrot was able to counter with him, man, because
he's just as big. Yeah.
And that's not real. Look at Oliveira, look at Poirier, look at Makhachev and stuff like that. They're not real big. They're good. They're good wrestlers. Mm-hmm. They're probably real strong, but not solid like that.
Not thick like these guys. Yeah, damn, But yeah, maybe if his striking was better, man, he probably could have clearly won, because he looked like he was doing better when it came to when they engaged, But I honestly think that the other guy's striking was just better, man. Like I feel like when they did strike, the other guy kind of landed a little bit quicker,
Mm-hmm.
But
if you guys do want to watch like some high level wrestling and grappling, that was
This was the fight.
That was the fight, man, because you see see it all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Takedown defense, grappling defense, switching, and yeah.
You know, it's been a long time since you've seen. I've seen that in the UFC, man, where it's like trading like that.
Yeah.
With wrestling. Yeah, it should look crazy. They fucking flip flopping around.
Yeah, they did good. It was good. It was a good, entertaining fight. You gotta stop clicking. What are you
That
clicking?
me?
Yeah, something. Your keys. Yeah, it's interesting to see what they do from now on with those two fighters.
And where Sarukin goes, man.
And Gamrot might move up the ranks quite a bit because that was a big win.
Mm-hmm.
And
but man, you think the way you win it, or it doesn't matter how you win as long as you win? Do you still move you up
as
the
long
ranks?
as you win, you can't move down. You might be able to stay.
Well, I'm saying,
but
like,
the Sarukin, they might just flip. Sarukin goes to 11 and Gamrot goes to. I mean, Sarukin goes to 12.
That'll make sense.
Yeah. But as far as who's above them, man, there's kind of like some inactive fighters, man. You got Tony Ferguson.
I thought he was done.
He might be done, but as of right now, he's still ranked. You know, McGregor, he's still ranked.
Done.
He's ranked number 8. Dos Anjos.
First of all, how the fuck can you be ranked number 8 after losing twice, right?
To Dustin.
And not fighting.
Not fighting is a real thing, man. But like.
But you lost twice.
But who do you want to put above him?
People that are fighting and winning against the top competition now.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the people below him are Sarukin and Gamrot.
But listen, all I'm saying is Conor McGregor shouldn't be on the list anymore. He hasn't fought in a while, even though it's through because of an injury. He shouldn't be. He's inactive, man.
I think the rankings are not. I think the rankings in the UFC are more like leveled towards skill set, and well, no, because they do have like a deserving, you know.
The other guys are still fighting,
place.
Man.
The other guys are still fighting, but it's just like, do you really think Sarukin could beat McGregor? Probably could.
All I'm saying is he struggles with wrestlers.
Yeah,
you know?
He does struggle with wrestlers.
With strong wrestlers.
No, he is good takedown.
With strong wrestlers.
He just could be.
And this guy might be just as strong. Yeah.
Yeah, but all about that control time. I don't know. It's interesting.
But for sure, man, McGregor fucking kills him stand up.
Oh yeah.
Fucking kills him.
So yeah, good fight. Good prospects. We'll see what they do in that lightweight division, because that lightweight division is probably my favorite division of the UFC.
Right now or ever?
No, right now. Right now. Right now. It's just loaded from top to bottom, man. Really, these guys are at the bottom, and look at them.
Mm-hmm.
Look how
they fought real good.
Skill level there is. That's it, man. As far as UFC. Next week's card. You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
So
that's Adesanya fight, right?
Yeah. Let me pull up the whole card real quick.
Adesanya, man. I don't know how I feel about that guy.
You know what's crazy, man?
You know what fight really disappointed me, man? Adesanya versus Paulo Costa. Yeah. God, dog, dude. That fight really had me disappointed.
It's Adesanya, man. Like,
but he knocked him out.
He did knock him out. But it's just like he's not gonna fight very entertaining, man. His striking is unique. His distance, he keeps his distance. He lands the punches. He lands high percentage punches. He's not gonna win. It's flashy, but it's boring at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just like he did with Paulo Costa. He's gonna win, and like how he fought against Romero. He's gonna win off points. He's gonna win.
First of all, I don't know how they even had a winner for that fight. Nobody did shit.
He's gonna fight the fight that's gonna retain him the belt. And that's why people don't like Adesanya cards. That's also why Adesanya cards are real loaded like this. This card is fucking loaded from top to bottom.
Damn.
Like from the early prelims to the prelims to the main event. This card is loaded. And that should tell you something as your main event. Some people buy pay-per-view just to watch the main event, period. You know? And it doesn't matter what's on the other card. Look how loaded this card is. And honestly, man, it's probably like the fourth fight I want to see. It's the main event. I don't think that's the way it should be. On the main card, it's the fourth fight I want to watch. I want to watch Volkanovski versus Holloway. I want to watch Sean Strickland versus Alex Pereira because of Adesanya. So that should have something to take away from it.
That's the guy that knocked out
Adesanya in kickboxing.
Didn't last time he kind of like struggled a little bit, but didn't win, right?
He did struggle a little bit, but
he won knockout, right? He knocked him out.
No, he went
decision?
to like a decision. Yeah, but he got real tested. Sean Strickland is going to be another real test, though.
Okay.
So, Pedro Munoz against Sean O'Malley. I want to watch that fight.
Sean O'Malley don't fight nobody, man. I'm getting tired of that guy.
Pedro Munoz is his first ranked fighter, though.
Is he?
Yeah.
We'll see. Shit.
But that's what I'm saying. These guys, I'd rather watch. I'd rather watch it. And,
those are all big names, man. Really.
Yeah. And that's the main event, you know. And your preliminary card has Robbie Lawler, you know, is what it is. Donald Cerrone, it is what it is.
They're fighting too.
Yeah, Donald Cerrone, Cowboy. He fights Jim Miller. You know, it's entertaining fight. Ian Gary, he's an up and coming star. You know, a lot of people might not know about him, but that's the next Irish star.
Ian Gary.
In the early prelims, Uriah Hall, Brad Tavares, they both fight each other. I mean, they both fight different fights. Yeah.
Every time you say Uriah Hall, every time I hear that name, I confuse him with Uriah. What's his name? Uriah Faber. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I like Adesanya. I like his skill set and stuff like that, but it's just not.
You know what? He might not lose, man.
And he came up so entertaining. And
he was hungry, man.
And yeah,
everybody does that, man.
I just don't know. And he's I don't know. He and also too, he kind of like
he don't take risks no more, man. That's what it is.
And he kind of avoided the whole Alex Pereira thing, which I don't like, because this guy's there. You know this guy's coming for you.
But that's honestly, man. I really feel that if they fight in the UFC, man, I feel like Adesanya's gonna beat him, man,
because experience.
Not just that, man, but it's just where they fought kickboxing, which was what they were doing, is totally different, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it is. But just like how Adesanya was able to acquire skills and move up to being a championship level in the UFC.
But see, Adesanya, by the time they fight, I'm sure
Pereira might be there.
Might get more experience by then, but because Adesanya's fought the tougher people, he has a better experience, man.
Right.
So he has more tougher fights right now. So,
right.
I guess you can't really compare them yet, until they have the same amount of experience in there. But I feel like Adesanya beats him, man.
He might. I kind of feel that too, just based off the experience. Yeah. And Adesanya's kind of picked up unique striking in the UFC, where he throws elbows, he throws like kicks. And then
Adesanya hits hard too, man. It's not something a lot of people don't see that. I don't think they think he hits hard, man, but he does,
Comes from different angles, man.
Yeah.
And it catches you.
So, like I said, with the gloves, man, some people with gloves, they just don't hit hard, man, even without the gloves, man.
But Alex Pereira's become a unique striker too, man. Remember that he had like that flying knee KO? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, we'll see, man.
And there's a head game there, dude. So whenever they start doing press conferences and stuff like that, you never know.
Yeah.
Think about it, dude. Alex Pereira, I knocked you out twice.
Bad. Twice? I thought it was just once.
No, he beat him. Well, he beat him twice. Knocked him out definitely the last time. I don't know if he knocked him out the first time, but yeah, beat him twice.
He knocked him out.
Beat you twice. I'm your only 2 losses ever.
Damn.
Yeah. And now you left. You went to the UFC, and I came to find you. There's so much you can do with that.
Yeah, that's
Alex
true.
Pereira, like.
And you know what's crazy? If they do fight, he's gonna go in there real cautious, man.
There has to be some sense of caution. Yeah,
it might be a boring ass fight, dude. Really.
Adesanya might do the point fight.
Yeah, he might. He's gonna do everything he can to keep him at bay.
He could.
Yeah, it might be a boring fight.
He could.
And it's gonna be up to Pereira to see what he.
And that's a shame, man, that we have to see that, because remember, everybody was ready for Yoel Romero and Adesanya,
and then it was flunk. But then again, man, it also falls on the other fighter, man. Romero wasn't trying to do shit either, man.
Yeah.
They were both too scared of each other, man. So you can't just blame one fighter while the other one does nothing.
Yeah.
So that it's got to be both sides, man. But if one fighter is constantly trying, and the other guy's running, just jabbing, kicking here and there, that's gonna make it boring.
Yeah, it really is.
But regardless, I don't think he beats Adesanya. It's too powerful.
But yeah, man, UFC 276 is loaded.
Okay, that's on Saturday, you said, huh?
Yeah, Saturday, July 2nd. Volkanovski versus Holloway. That's probably the number 1 fight I want to see, man. Speaking of that, man.
What's the record? Is it a 0-2?
Volkanovski 2-0, man. Took the belt from him.
Okay.
And rightfully so. He beat Holloway the first fight. And then Holloway answered back the second fight, man, and looked real good. That was more of a draw than anything. But they gave Volkanovski the split decision win, I believe.
Damn.
Yeah, split decision win. And now, man, Volkanovski fought recently, and people look at him and are like, he's a level above Holloway, which he might be. Mm-hmm. But you forget, man, Holloway just smothers you with punches, man.
You know what's crazy is that he doesn't hit that hard, man. But if he did, man, he'd be dangerous.
Yeah. Oh no, he's throwing marshmallows, but he's gonna light you up. Yeah. He's so good, dude.
And he don't stop punching, man.
No, he doesn't stop.
Yeah, that's pretty good. If he just, man, imagine him with power, man.
Yeah.
He'd be a problem, dude. A real big problem. But the fact that he throws some marshmallows.
Yeah.
Is the reason why he only got so far, you know.
And really, if Volkanovski, man, people are going to be talking about what he's doing after this because this is featherweight, and he's beating everybody except he's even beaten Holloway twice. He beats him a third time. Nobody else he can fight.
What's less?
So move up to lightweight.
And then that's a whole new test.
That's a whole new test, man. And you very much could see him fighting Charles Oliveira next at lightweight, which is a whole nother,
Charles Oliveira
at lightweight. Or whoever's champion. It might be Islam. It might be something. Or he might just ride it off into the sunset, man, and just make his argument for the GOAT.
First of all, do you think Islam beats Oliveira?
No, I actually don't.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I actually don't, man. I think whenever Hamzat was coming up and people questioned the Burns thing, and we're like, damn, that's too big of an underdog, And then you saw Burns accept the challenge and stand toe-to-toe with him. And then now everybody's kind of calmed down the hype of Hamzat versus Usman, Yeah. And you kind of see that there's levels to the game, right?
Yeah, I don't think Hamzat beats Usman either, man.
Right. So I think it's the same jump. I think it's the same exact jump from Hamzat to Usman than it is for Islam to Charles Oliveira. Yeah. So I don't think he's gonna come as the favorite, but I don't think he beats Charles Oliveira. But then again, man, I don't think anybody beats Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira could very well, man, defend his title over and over and over again, and everybody that's coming for it, man, drops him, lands their punches and stuff like that, but it's not enough.
What's crazy, he hasn't when he gets hit like that, man, he just falls and gets up instead of being, sometimes people just get knocked out. He
has no problem falling. He has no problem going down and resetting.
And what's crazy is everybody lets him reset. They don't want to go down there.
They don't want to go down there. And it's different, man. Grappling is a little bit different than jiu-jitsu, but his level of finishing, because he's a record for the most submissions in the UFC. It's like 28, something ridiculous. Yeah, it's something insane. And the way he finishes, it's not like he's setting up the whole round to put an arm bar or a triangle or rear naked choke. It's just quick.
Yeah,
you're in the ground, and all of a sudden you're drowning. You're trying to get up for air, and next thing you know, he's on your back, behind your neck.
Yeah, man. But I feel like in order for you to win that fight on the ground, you gotta attempt it, man. It's like whenever Velasquez fought Brock Lesnar, man. A lot of people didn't want to wrestle with Brock Lesnar because he was obviously always bigger than the person he was fighting. But Cain Velasquez said that he was going to attempt to wrestle Brock Lesnar because he said a lot of people think just because he was big, I wasn't going to wrestle him.
Yeah.
But I think that's what changed the game in that fight because he actually wrestled him. He attempted to wrestle him, and he was able to fend him off. And I think that in a way that kind of like shut Brock down because that's what he did was wrestle,
Right.
So I think you got to do the same, man, with Oliveira. You got to at least attempt going to the ground with him, man. It's a risk. But
it is a risk.
It always goes there. You have to at least take that opportunity at some point. Because if you just let him stand up, man, you're giving him more opportunities to win.
Damn. Yeah, you're right. You are right.
You have to,
because the striking is no joke. I mean,
he looks good too.
It's not great. It's not real,
but it's good.
And he has to hit hard.
Yeah, it looks good. His striking, I'm saying, like
TKO'd Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks good, man. His striking but like I said, you have to take that opportunity to go down with him, man. If you rock him, he goes down, man. Hope he's hurt, and just go down there and try to.
It's such a big risk, man.
It is, but so is standing up.
It's not like a normal risk that somebody that's just good at jiu-jitsu or somebody that's just good on the ground. Like, this is the guy has the most finishes in UFC history by submission.
Yeah, that sounds scary, but
that sounds like you do not go to the ground under any circumstance.
But sometimes that's a mind game with him, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and not
but
just
I mean, like, I don't know, man.
You gotta. I feel like if you
Dustin tried it a little bit when Oliveira was on the ground. Dustin Poirier, he did try to like smother him with punches, and he just wasn't getting anything because Oliveira when he's on the ground, man, when his jiu-jitsu is just so good, man. But he uses his feet as like a good distance. He's really good, man. I'm a big Charles Oliveira fan, so I'm just
like what's that guy? What was it? Chandler, Michael Chandler, right?
Yeah,
the one that said he wants to fight him again.
Right.
He has a good opportunity on the ground because he's fucking strong, you know.
Yeah, and he had Oliveira hurt.
Yeah, and see, and in a moment like that, he has to take advantage on that. With that, he has to capitalize on that, and he can probably maybe I'm not gonna say he's not gonna beat him on the ground, obviously, you know, but his strength alone can be a big advantage for him, you know, and that's how he can win probably. You know, if next time he knocks him down like that, take the risk, because if not, you're giving him more opportunities to win. Every time you let him stand up,
you're right.
You know,
yeah, you're right. You're right.
He's good. He's good at stand up, and he's good going down. So
you're also giving him like a little bit of recovery time.
Yeah,
seconds.
Yes, that's another thing. You know, if you don't know if that one hit him, sometimes people look fine and they're really not until they start moving. You know, so but if he's just laying there, you let him lay there, he's gonna be good.
Damn, Volkanovski versus Charles Oliveira would be insane. If Volkanovski beats Holloway for the third time, does nothing else to do, moves up, fights Charles Oliveira after Oliveira beats Islam.
Are Islam and Oliveira fighting next?
No, not as of right now. No.
What if Volkanovski wins and he moves up and that becomes a title fight? Would they do that? Because sometimes that happens.
That could be a thing. That's happened before.
Wow. So that could be it because Oliveira hasn't announced a fight, huh?
And Volkanovski's wrestling is really fucking good. That's a real entertaining fight.
Yeah. But what I was asking was I said what is it? Volkanovski, he does wrestling or jiu-jitsu?
Wrestling. Volkanovski's wrestler.
Okay. See, that's different because
it is different.
Wrestling, man, it's like they kind of pin you to the ground and they keep you there. You know, jiu-jitsu is finishes, man.
Right, and that's the whole Islam argument too.
So even though they go down as a wrestler, I mean, if he takes him down, Oliveira has the advantages because he has all the he knows what when he's at a certain angle, what do you call it? What tap out he can do? You know what finish he can do? Whether he can do arm bar, knee bar, triangle hold, all that stuff. You know.
Yeah.
So ankle lock, all that shit. Wrestling is not the same thing. You know. So,
it isn't the same.
So maybe it'll help him get back up.
Right.
If anything, you know.
Right. But wrestlers do control. They can control. You know, and jiu-jitsu needs like angles and needs openings to be able to grab stuff and openings just like so.
Damn, in a way, it's kind of like a sword and shield shit.
Yeah. It really is.
Really? So that's pretty cool. That sounds interesting. Oh, hopefully that happens, man. That'd be pretty cool.
Hold on. Speaking of, man, bringing this in, I got a question, man. Okay, I want you to really think about this, because what do you think about? We talk about like the greatest of all times. Mm-hmm. You know, you have your John Jones, your GSPs, your Khabibs, and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
And Volkanovski in that conversation, Usman in that conversation, right? Do you think it's more important to be like a longevity type of career where you have like that and you, especially like a John Jones, like where you just been dominant for a long time, you know, but not finishing, you know, and stuff like that, like you're winning fights and you have some finishes and you beat the guys that were there and stuff like that, but you do what you had to do to win, kind of like Usman, kind of like Adesanya and stuff like that. Or you have other fighters that have like their primes are short-lived, but they were so great, they were almost unstoppable during that prime, that 2 to 4 year stretch. They were incomprehensible, like they were so good, like McGregor for that 2 to 4 year stretch. Or let me try to think of like a somebody else, man, like Cody Garbrandt or something like that. Remember when he was like so like fluent and untouchable and stuff like that? He won a championship.
He lost once. It was over.
But then the fall is so hard. Do you think like that should affect somebody's argument to be one of the greatest of all times?
Damn, that's a good question, man. See, while you were talking, I was already thinking about it.
Yeah.
And really, I think that how you finish him kind of really works, man. I think it makes a big deal because anytime someone talks about who was a GOAT, and that they always talk about in their primes.
Right.
So every time they say, oh, well, in his prime, McGregor was knocking everybody out. In his prime, Adesanya was winning by points. People are always going to say, in his prime, McGregor would have knocked him out or whatever, something like that, you know?
Yeah.
So I think how they win also is a big factor, man. You know.
But then a lot of losses too tarnish your.
It does.
Look
But
at McGregor. You know, we talked about earlier in the show that the McGregor's 2 losses. Why is he ranked? You know, and stuff like that.
But I was gonna say another thing though. But if you're winning by points, but you're fucking dominating, like completely dominating, there's it just looks easy, like he did with Paulo Costa, like I said, Adesanya. That counts too. Yeah. Because that just shows you how high of a level you are compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
So it really goes both ways, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's a hard answer, man. Because if you dominate, like in boxing, Mayweather, the way he defeated, he won a lot of decisions towards the end, right?
Right.
But he was just dominating everybody.
Right.
You know, he wasn't knocking people out like Pacquiao was. But guess what? When he fought Pacquiao, he dominated him.
He dominated.
You know,
dominated. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Whenever they bring up Canelo, you know, he moved up. But think about Roy Jones Jr.
Mm-hmm. He went all the way up to heavyweight, you know?
Yeah, he went all the way up to heavyweight. But then he started to get caught and get some losses after that stuff. And that kind of tarnished his greatest of all time consideration. Yeah. And that's just not fair, you know? Like,
also I think he started at middleweight though, man. That's pretty big regardless.
Yeah. But that's like Canelo right now.
But he started at welterweight, Canelo, I think.
Yeah, Canelo started at welterweight.
Before he went in America, he was at welterweight, I think.
Right.
But yeah, man, I you know, I don't know if Canelo will be the greatest Mexican fighter of all time, you know, but just he got
Danny Garcia.
He's Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah,
but because
that's Bam Rodriquez.
He could be, you know,
San Antonio. I like.
We don't know if he's Mexican though. We don't know.
But he's from San Antonio.
Doesn't mean shit. But it's like he's fought champions. He became undisputed, right? Mm-hmm. But it's the level of these champions too, man. Compared to somebody else.
That's true.
So that just because you be a champion, you know, it doesn't mean you're the GOAT. You, say if you fought 50 fights and every single one of those fights were champions, but these champions weren't anywhere near his level, and then somebody fought 20 champions, but these champions, any one of those could have beat each other at any time. And this guy wasn't defeated against all those champions. Canelo wasn't defeated against 50 champions, but there was no way these champions were ever going to beat Canelo. That's the difference, you know?
Damn, that's true.
Because different eras, man, and all that shit.
And styles.
And like I say, when you're in an era that at any given point you fight this fighter that's a champion, you can lose, and you know you can lose, and everybody knows it's 50-50, and then this guy fights this guy, and you know it's a 100% chance this fighter's going to win for sure. It's not the same. The skill levels are different. Not every champion is a great champion, you know. So, because no offense to like Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, and all them, but they'll
be forgotten.
Yeah, they're not that great of champions, man. You know, people really don't know them. You know, I remember hearing Caleb Plant a long time ago, but I forgot about him.
Caleb Plant more so than Billy Joe Saunders. You know,
Billy Joe Saunders, I've known him for a while. I've known his name for a while. You know, but Caleb Plant, I heard him a long time ago. I think I saw him fight a long time ago when I was like. I don't know, like a few years back, you know. But like I said, I didn't really pay attention to him, you know. And then when Canelo fought him, I just remember the name. But as far as him being a champion, man, I didn't even know he was a fucking champion until the fight, you know. So it really just makes a difference, you know. Damn. So it's the champions you beat, man, and their level compared to yours. You know, if it's an even level, man, then that says a lot. If you're beating every champion that is beating everybody else, and this champion is on your level, and you're winning every time, and it's a close fight, but you know you won it. Mm-hmm. You know, that's different.
Makes the fight.
Yeah. But if you win and this champion, like I said, they're not doing shit to you, you know? Right. You can't get a great legacy like that. You know, I don't know. I don't see it. You cannot be a champion, man. And if you beat all the best fighters, I think you'll be just a better legacy than fighting nothing but champions, you know?
Right.
So, and then those guys later on become champions. That says more, you know?
Good topic, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. We
I'm good.
We got nothing else. Just UFC
coming up
next weekend, man. It's a big card.
So we'll can watch that one, man, because it'll work. But
yeah, we'll.
So that should be late, huh?
Yeah, it'll be late. You'll be alright.
I'll make it.
So yeah, next time you guys tune in, see our results, see our reactions, and we'll see you guys next time.
All right, everybody. Fight table out.